Ladles and jelly spoons. Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. We are here in the new venue for Midweek Meetup. Well, my friends, my name's Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. Roll intro. No laughing in the cheap seats.
It's the crossing of the arms.
The crossing of the arms, yeah. I like that, I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have guests today. I'm just going to show you the guests. Here we go. It's Clio O'Flynn and Christina the Dowd.
Hi, everybody.
And we are here in Rincon de Criollo, so I'm going to just turn you around. No, I won't bother. I won't bother. I'll show it you later. You've seen it before anyway. So, is it Rincon Criollo or
Rincon Criollo? Criollo, yeah.
Criollo.
The best fish and chipper in town.
It is a hidden gem. It is a hidden gem. So let's go here. So there we are in all our wonderful glory. So it is a new day for Meetup. Monday has moved to Wednesday. Balcony banter is on the on Monday now. So we're on the balcony on Monday. So it's less stress for Chris, and there's more options to go out to eat. There's more options to go out to eat. Random comments. Evie Blue, hello.
Hi.
Handy wave, handy wave. I'm going to give you my phone to check comments if you want, but you don't have to.
Okay, I'll just leave it beside.
And just leave it there because I can see them here.
And if they're rude, will I ignore them?
We have moderators that get rid of those rude comments, and we haven't got too many rude comments. We've got thousands of moderators, which I like. Usually because I've met them and I want to know that they trust them. Okay. Hi Adam, how are you? I'm just going to get Adam's thing up and say, hi Adam, I see you. Okay.
Hi Adam.
You don't need to type anymore.
Hey Adam.
And we're live. There you go. Just see what it sounds like. Oh, I've got to watch an advert.
Huh?
Oh, ching, ka-ching. Chrome, whatever that is. I'm not buying it. There you go. We're a bit 30 seconds behind on here.
All right.
But that's just for the comments there.
Okay.
Just in case. It's usually hello, hello, and then they start talking amongst themselves. And eventually, when I get you on to talk about what I've brought you here to talk about, then there's going to be loads of questions, and I shall field the questions for you.
That'll be better, and hopefully I can answer some of them.
Exactly. So, what is today's show about? Well, apart from being a meetup, midweek meetup, then I decided there was a Facebook group that we've got, and people were saying, oh, there's not much going on in the Cayo Salvaje, and there's not much going on in Adeje, and what's going on for Christmas. And Clio says, there's loads, and I shall tell you. And so she's brought her trusty paperwork here, and the programme, the full programme.
Adeje programme.
And Adeje covers from where to where?
Well, this was kind of my point. So we live in a huge, and I've just touched the microphone, so it's gone fuzzy. We live in a really big municipality or borough, whatever word you'd rather use, that stretches from Tijoco Alto to Costa Adeje to Ifonche. So it's like a huge triangular part of the island. And the council, and the main town is the old town of Adeje. So like any borough, all the main Christmas decorations are centred in the town. That's where you have the street lights from the bottom of the town right up to the top, where there was the big switching on of the lights last week, but also all over the municipality, all the street lights, there's street lighting, Christmas street lighting everywhere, as there is in Cayo Salvaje. Now, there isn't stringed lights all the way up and down the main avenue, but there are Christmas lights off the poles, if you know what I mean. So
we've got balls on the poles, basically.
Balls on the coals, or something.
Baubles, baubles, aren't they called? Baubles.
Baubles on the gobbles.
Baubles on the gobbles.
No, we're still that. It's far too early for that, and I'm only drinking water. But I understand that some people feel that there isn't enough of a council paid for Christmas spirit in the village. but it's still early days. It's the 9th, 10th of December.
Yeah.
So there will be
11th.
things happening, 11th of December. There are things happening all over the municipality, but if you think there's probably 15 small satellite villages around Adeje, and there's 30 days in December. So each village will have at least 2 council events that are taking place, sponsored, paid for by the council. Here, for instance, now I've got to do this, rummage. On the 21st of December, I have the English. By the way, if anybody wants to go online, on the Adeje Town Hall Facebook page, there's links to the full Christmas program in English. So all of the events translated. It doesn't mean that the events are in English, but it means that the guide to the events are in English, if that makes sense. So on the 21st of December, she's getting it wrong, 21st of December, down here in our square at the bottom of the village, so the plaza, at the main plaza of the village, the elves are going to be coming here.
El Mirador de Callao.
El Mirador, the Plaza del Mirador.
Is it Plaza del Mirador? I thought it was Mirador de Callao.
Or Mirador de Gomera, I think, because it's a viewpoint to La Gomera.
I saw it on Google Maps and I thought it was Mirador de Callao and I thought it was funny.
Have a look.
I will.
Let's have a look. We can confirm that later, viewers.
We shall confirm that later.
But so there will be a troop of elves arriving down from 5:30, and they are there for the children of the village to bring their letters, because the elves will deliver them straight to Mr. Santa Claus.
Oh, is the Santa Claus in Canarian culture, or is it more of a sort of a mixed bag?
Right. That's kind of another branch of the chat. I've been living here for 25 years, and I work here with Spanish people. So I work in a Spanish company, the council. Christmas Day and the arrival of Santa Claus is a very welcome addition, I think, especially for the kids. But Christmas Day, the 25th, is like a bank holiday. It's just, they exchange some gifts on the 24th. Christmas Day is a day off, kind of like we would have, Stephen's Day in Ireland, Boxing Day in the UK. It's a bank holiday, but it's not the huge big day. The big day here is the 6th of January. So all of the events lead up to the eve of the 6th. On the 5th of January, that's when you have absolute glorious multicoloured mayhem in the main town in Adeje, because the Three Kings arrive in by helicopter into the main football ground on the evening of the 5th. And then
as in the original?
The real and absolute Three Kings.
Yeah, the original, and the original helicopter they're using from Jerusalem.
It's a 2,000-year-old helicopter.
It is a 2,000-year-old helicopter.
But it still works.
Are they still using camels?
No, Adeje hasn't used camels, and Adeje has stopped using any animals in any public sponsored events because of animal welfare. So they don't, I know on Good Friday they will have goats, but goats won't be tethered, or they won't be, like in the old days, up until a couple of years ago, the Romeria, which is the main, the annual patronal festival. The oxen used to drive up carts up the main street. They've stopped doing that, so there's no camels. But there's huge floats, and there's a huge parade that goes from about 7:30 on to 10 o'clock at night, where the kings and lots of characters from Disney and from television, and there's tumblers and cheerleaders and people on stilts, and the kings then go up to the main plaza in Adeje Old Town, and kids can go and meet them, so they can meet the Three Kings. So that's kind of the big event. But Santa Claus also exists. In fact, Santa Claus and the Three Kings, for any children listening, came to an agreement about 40 years ago that families who live in the Canary Islands can decide whether the big present comes from Santa Claus or the Three Kings.
Yeah, but the Santa Claus gives the presents on the 6th of December, don't they?
That not here. On the 24th, Santa Claus brings presents.
Right, so in Germany, it's Nikolaus is the 6th, yeah.
So, it's different all over the world, I think.
That is good, because he couldn't do it on one day, can he?
No, it means that he gets to spread his wings a little bit. But anyway, the elves are going to be here on the 21st of December at 5:30. And there's also a big Christmas concert here on the 27th down in the plaza. And that will be with the fantastic soprano called Sally Lee.
Sally Lee.
I think she's Chinese or half Chinese. And I know Aguilar, who is a local incredible songstress, who was on Spain's La Voz a couple of years ago as well, The Voice. Mm-hmm. So she's really good. So that concert is happening at about 7:30 on the evening of the 27th. And that's always a great event. So there are things happening, guys. It just might feel like it's not buzzy like maybe the centre of Leeds or Manchester or Dublin is, but that's because we're not in the centre of Adeje either.
Thank Bob for that.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to Tim, like the street that I grew up on in Dublin, where I will be going home too soon, that doesn't have any Christmas lights because all the lights are in Dublin City. So people have to remember that we're not in the centre of things, even though it might feel like it.
We got Smiler on from New Zealand. We got Ray Duffy on from the Kingdom of Fife.
Hi.
He needs a blanket. He needs a blanket, he says.
He's not having mine.
In fact, for the first time this year, I got my cardi out. This is an Austrian cardigan with real plastic bone. They might actually be real bone, actually, because I got it from a traditional shop.
Oh yeah, it's got that kind of neckline, hasn't it?
So we're outside. I'm going to try and show you where we are, and I'm going to get the third camera up.
Christine and I have a much better backdrop.
You do.
We have the sunset going
But
down.
I've got a better view.
When you're looking at us, that's what you mean.
Exactly, miss.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what we're going to
I
do...
haven't been monitoring the phone. I have been failing in my
I've got the
duties.
phone here. I'm using it. So what I've got to do is I've got to connect now to the Aftcast Wi-Fi, and then I can beam this over to you guys. I hope I don't ruin the stream by doing this, but I don't think I will, because it's a local thing. So there we go. We're connected to Aftcast. So now if I go to my Epoch Cam Pro and I put...
But I have more to say about what's going on in the main tech, because there's some great shows going on too, if you've got kids and you're here in Adeje at all. There's musicals. There's La Sirenita, which is the mermaid. There's a Christmas show about the Tooth Fairy and El Ratoncito Pérez. These are all kind of musicals. Now, most of them are nearly sold out, but not completely. The Sabandeños are singing here, and if you've ever been to Tenerife, you might have heard of the Sabandeños, who are the most incredible Canarian male choir, and they'll be singing here. So there's loads and loads. There's something happening nearly every day. And another thing is the Belens.
The Bellend?
Belen. So a Belen is a big nativity scene, and it's a really big
This is what they're seeing.
And a lot of now we haven't got a Belen here because we don't really have a community group making them. So a lot of community groups get together, and I mean, they're not small. These are cribs that would stretch. They would fill the corner that Christine and I are sitting in with really intricately handmade scenes from Jerusalem, and they're really, really worth seeing. And they will all be blessed with the mayor going to see them. They will be blessed. And in the meantime, Tim is showing you where we're going to have our dinner. Where we're going to have our dinner.
We're going to have the fish and chips.
Yeah.
What's Christina going to have?
I love the fact that it is a Cuban restaurant owner who makes the best British fish and chips and mushy peas in town.
Exactly.
That's what I love about this place.
She's got a name that I can never remember because it's one of those names, Amarili, which sounds like yellow, doesn't it, in Spanish?
Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe it's a Cuban name. Maybe it is.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. And she's great. She's lovely. I hope maybe she'll come and say hello afterwards. But she is just... she's been open this place about 10 years ago, Tim?
Yeah. It was here when we got here.
Non-stop, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And the prices are the best in town as well.
They close Monday, Tuesday. And the kitchen is open till 9 p.m. So don't come after 9 p.m. if you want to order food.
And it's probably our weekends on Fridays. I know booking a table is always a good option.
Well, the first Wednesday of the month is Juliane Nendel's version of Balcony Banter, right? She's gone on her own now, called Food for Thought. It's a bit slightly different than our Balcony Banter because it has a specific topic and guests, international guests. It's a shame that we don't get too many people coming into that, but a link in the description if you want to go and see one of the old ones last week. And I did my bit from here.
Okay, great.
And they were full.
Yeah.
They had to turn people away at 6 o'clock, but nobody who sat down. It was just reserved.
Yeah.
Right.
I was here for dinner last week with a couple of Irish friends, and they'd booked it the week before on a Friday at 7:30. and there wasn't another. But by 8:30, yeah, there were empty tables. But like you say, the kitchen closes at 9. But they just, I think it's a family-run business, and they work non-stop. But the food's really good. It's a small menu, probably about 8 main dishes, but it's always super, and the prices are exceptional.
They are. I think it's between a tenner and 15 euros for a main,
Yeah.
and between 5 and 10 euros for a starter.
And groaning plates.
They are. In fact, we've always taken stuff home from here,
Yeah.
but I'm not taking it home tonight because I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
Rigger's having a day off because he had too much Guinness last night, and he's working for himself now. So I hope you fired yourself.
Oh, or at least docked himself a day.
Rigger, you're fired. Craig has put the restaurant Rincon. I've looked online and it's not the same. I mean, it is the same restaurant, but it's not up to date. The menus and stuff are not up to date.
I don't know. They're not social media types.
No, I think what I'm going to have to do is to do a little film for them,
That's a good idea.
photograph the menu in different languages and put it up on my website
That's a
for
really
you,
good idea.
so they can do that. So see who's on. North Tenerife man's on, Alan's on, Marie Alti's on, Simon Marks, Rigger's on, Jeff Daniels, Alan, Ruth Robertson. Hi Ruth, I actually watched one of your shorts today. There you go. She always shares my video with her social media buddies.
Nice one, Ruth.
Ruth, Rigger, Simon Marks, Smiler from New Zealand. That's going back. Trisha's on. Hi,
So what's New
Trisha.
Zealand, are they an All Blacks fan? The only team that beat us this season.
Ruth, Craig. It's the same people. We got 80 people watching.
Wonderful.
I think what they're doing, is probably balcony banter, so we're not going to join in. Because we had more people on balcony banter Monday because they thought it was going to be Meetup Monday. So it's going to take a while for people to understand that we've changed the day, we've swapped the days.
Still YouTube, which is the main thing.
Exactly, still YouTube. Derek Walker's on, I think. Did I miss anybody? Anne-Marie, of course. Louise Parks, thank you for all your support, Louise. Tricia Slater. Emma Kelly, I hope the CC's on. She says CC's okay, thank you. I've got live closed captioning on.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
So,
And there she is, I can see her.
yeah. So you can, basically, if you look at the show on YouTube, it'll actually tell you what you say, which I think is pretty cool. Let's go to
So
Timothy
you
Dowd.
can watch us with the sound turned down.
So you can watch with the sound turned down as long as you... Oh, I've got to watch an advert again now. Ooh, ka-ching! I had to change my tax code to Spain.
Okay.
And so I changed it to Spain, and then they demonetized everything until they've sent me a letter to this address to make sure I live here.
Okay. This is
So, Google, yeah. So let's put CC on. There you go. And go to live. And there you go.
Are you cold? Are you okay? Okay. It's cold, people. By the
It
way.
is cold.
It's cold. What
So,
am I looking at?
the captions at the
Oh,
bottom.
yeah, wonderful.
So if you say a word that you don't think it's going to be translated correctly, go on. I usually do anti-disestablishmentarianism.
But they probably know that. Ich kann was auf Deutsch sagen, but they'll translate it directly.
Only English.
Ah, see? There you go.
The automatic ones are only
Will
in
they-
English.
and do they recognise my Dublin accent?
Well, that's what I'm trying to test now. So you've got to say something in Dublinish,
I could go very Dublin
very Dublin.
and talk about going home to Rathmine to see me dad and me sisters. But that's not the real me. This is the real me.
Clio story.
No, that's Liverpool, Tim. I'm not from Liverpool. I'm not a Scouse. Not
Siobhan said it was story Clio. I've got to say story. What's the story?
What's the story? Yeah, that's right. What's the story?
What's the
Rory?
story?
Yeah. Or how's it going?
How's it going?
To me, it'd be very much how's it going.
The south side, the north side? I can't.
South side.
South side.
Rathmines, people. Rathmines,
Okay.
Dublin 6.
Robert Hannah's on. Hope you're well. Stephen Moody's on. Rigger, I, Trisha. Okay, they're talking amongst themselves now. Don't worry, Tim. My significant other has given me a verbal warning, says Rigger.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, Rigger was working in the care industry
Okay. In the UK.
in the UK, and it wasn't really the industry; it was like government, you know. And he was really invested in the job and everything, and it was all stress and trying to get money out of councils to get people the care they needed and stuff like that. And eventually he said, "That's it, I'm done." And I don't know what the impetus was, but he ended up now. He's got his own Uber driving job.
Wonderful.
plus a couple of other irons in the fire. And he says he's never been so happy in his life.
It just, I mean, my daughter's here. She's taken a break from studying, and she's 19, and she's been on your program over the years, Tim.
Yeah.
And she's working in a bar, working loads and loads of hours, but she's having an absolute ball. She's with a great team, and she's building, and of course she's taking home more money than I earn, but that's beside the point, because she is paying me for, we have an agreement. But she's just taken a break from pursuing a path that she's been on for years, and she's really happy. And she also needed to touch base with, as she would say, her tierra, her ground, her earth, the island of Tenerife.
Tierra, there you go.
Tierra.
Not to be confused with your tiara.
No, she's not allowed to touch that at all. That's just mine.
I thought there was an orange ship out to sea in the background there, Clio, but it's actually a street light. No, and it's not worth it.
Oh, okay.
You got to turn on the other way.
And I can't. Okay, there we go. It's a street light.
It's a street light.
Street lights. Oh, no,
Street light. Oh well.
And there's nowhere else to go.
Exactly. So we are at 6:15 in the evening, and the sun is going down, and
we're chatting away.
We're chatting away. Rigger's saying, "Couldn't have put it better myself, Tim. Although the hangover this morning said a little bit differently." There you go.
Guinness is good for you. I mean, at
It
the end
is.
of the day, we know. Though apparently, have you been reading this? That it's become so popular now because it's these days or this month. It's a celeb influencer drink, like the Kardashians and all these people. That the Guinness factory are really worried that they'll run out of supplies for the UK this Christmas.
They'll run out of what?
Guinness.
In the UK?
There is a worry. There is a worry because it's become really, really popular over the last few months. I hope that it run out of it in Dublin. I forgot to have a pint last time I was home.
Angry Velo, Graham says, I hope to meet up with you, but the sickness bug put an end to that. Unfortunately, lots of novovirus going around just now, and I fell victim.
Oh.
Does that mean you're on the island, Graham? Or you've gone back now? What a shame.
A nasty bug.
It is.
There's been little colds going around here, but I didn't know. Well, there was a 24-hour norovirus about 3 months ago, I think. But it seems to hit certain. I think if you're in a resort or a hotel, if one person gets it.
What's the difference between the novovirus and the COVID? Or do we not have to say the word COVID anymore?
Well, norovirus is a gastrovirus.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's
Oh, I thought it was to do with the nose.
No, it's
No?
not nosovirus.
No, rhino, I think is the nose word, yeah.
Or it's an animal.
Or an animal, yeah.
Safari
Well,
park.
who has got a big thing on its nose? Yeah.
That's a lot. Now we're just wandering down the path of
Ruth saying I'm okay. I had a phone call yesterday morning from Wilma, the boss of a complete cleaning, and also the wife of Fred Flintstone.
Okay, Wilma and Fred, good.
Wilma and Fred. Saying that I was not to go back to MG Arnold Clark East Kilbride. I was not up to scratch. Oh dear. Well, as the words of the eternal bard Shakespeare, Sodom.
Sodom. And
Gomorrah.
there you go.
There you go.
Gomorrah.
Gomorrah, I love you, Gomorrah. Don't turn me into a pillar of salt. Lot's wife.
What wife?
Lot's wife.
I know, I was thinking.
Lot's wife.
One of my favourite lines from Casablanca. Sorry, can we digress?
Yeah, of course.
One of my favourite films. And there's a scene where they're in the bar, and we found out that this is a place where a lot of people go before they go on to a safe place. And you have the German couple, the old German couple, and he turns to his wife and he goes, "What watch?" And she goes, "6 watch." And he goes, "Such watch."
Such watch.
Remember that? So I'm thinking, "Lots watch."
Not Scoswatch, Sosquatch.
What watch?
Simon Marks is saying, sorry to hear that, Ruth. Oh, the loss will the other companies get another job. And Graham's saying, I was only over for 5 days, but 2 days sick before I came home. Lots of people in the same boat. Yeah, that's what your problem when you come over on one of them boats, you see.
Yeah.
You should have flown.
But it seems to be really contagious. The non-nasal COVID vomity norovirus.
I love Dave's new picture. Back off. David Mulready, oh my 6 pint of Guinness, don't tell the other endorsers. So it's you that's making the shortage in the UK.
There's none left.
Yeah.
There better be some in Dublin, lads, that's all I'm saying.
When are you going?
23rd.
Oh, 23rd.
Yeah.
But there is somebody staying in your house, right?
Brianna.
Brianna.
Yeah, and her friend.
Oh, there, we're going for a party, we've decided.
I would say my house.
We'll turn up with a
is
bottle of
gonna
schnapps.
be buzzing for the next 6 days.
Con Lynch says, hi all, the sun never came out here today. Where's here, Con?
Well, anyway. Up in Adeje town, it was pretty cloudy all day too.
But it's been fairly warm, hasn't it? 22 degrees, I would say, 23 maybe?
Not in the town.
No?
I mean, it's, if you think, if anybody who knows the place, it's like Adeje town is quite high up in terms of altitude.
Right.
So, like I'd say, you've got a couple of degrees below. And for us, anything below 20 is cold.
It is.
You've lived
It
here
is.
for years.
So I've got my cardi on.
Yeah, the Irish, my Dunn Stores shawl. Good old Dunn Stores.
Dunn Stores.
Great, good old Dunn Stores.
There you go.
Another ad thrown in there.
Uh-huh. You do as many ads as you like on my channel.
Okay, right. Well, where's the Tato? Tato Crisps need to start.
So everybody's saying chin up to everybody. Have you visited Las Palmas before? I have never visited another island other than Tenerife. No, because Chris can't see, so we don't go sightseeing.
Okay.
And if I take her anywhere far, she says it's like putting me in a box and shaking me.
No, I can
So we don't go anywhere. And we don't do any touristy stuff. We don't do any sightseeing. So basically, we're just chilling out. We've retired from life, basically.
Perfect.
And we're happy, aren't we, kid?
Yep.
Exactly,
I have
Accrington.
lots of good books.
So, and well, to distract you from Tim when you need to be distracted.
Yeah.
Oh, Con's from Cork, boy.
How are you, Con? How's it cutting? My sister lives in Cork. Great place. After Dublin, it's a great place, and he will no doubt tell me I'm wrong. She's from Ballycotton.
Fiona's asking what the restaurant we're in and are we having dinner there tonight. Yes, we are having dinner, and it's called Rincon Criollo, and it is the Creole Corner, and
Behind the
Amarillo.
main bus stop.
Yeah, if you get off the bus in Kayasavaki and you'll see the Nebula restaurant, and next to it the Eden Gin Bar. In between the Nebula and the Eden Gin Bar, there's a little ginnel going down, and we're at the back there. It's basically where you go up the steps to upstairs. So if you come from the bus stop and there's a little trinket shop on the corner, if you get on the side of the trinket shop, we're right here. That's behind me here, and the bus stop's right there.
But they're all good restaurants as well.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
Lucky
good
in
restaurants.
the village.
Yeah. In fact, we were talking about goats before. There's a goat upstairs, I believe.
What, greatest of all time?
No, but it's in a pot, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. A bit of a tennis player. I thought Rafa Nadal was upstairs.
Tenerife on TV. Question: would you escape Tenerife if Johnny Vlogger brought a property there? Where's he going to bring it from? That's what I don't know.
Yeah, Tenerife's good. I've been to 4 of the 7, oh well, 8
Yeah.
islands. So I'm still missing Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, El Hierro, and La Graciosa.
Okay.
And I kind of want to get them all done at some stage.
I flew into La Graciosa International Airport once. Not.
No, because it doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
Ah.
Tenerife on TVs. I think he meant bought a property. See, the thing is, I don't dictate who can come here, to tell you the truth.
No.
In fact, I would even let you come, Tenerife, on TV.
There you go.
Let us know your real name and we'll talk to you. How's that? Thanks, Tricia. Hi, Anne. Hi, Tim and Christine, Clio, and everyone. Says Tina Rigby. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
And these are
Anne doing everything, saying hello to everybody. She's my favourite, you know. She's my favourite.
Hi, Anne-Marie.
Nikki's on. Hi, Nikki. Glad to see you back. I was back at work today, but still feeling a bit fragile. Oh dear.
Oh dear, nothing worse.
It was. And they were saying hi to everybody else. So, in the meantime, we're talking about something else the other day, and I can't remember what it was, but it was to do with, oh yeah, is there anything going on with the bus? Or has that sort of fizzled out?
We had a meeting recently with the councillor, Manuel Luis.
Let me just set this up.
Okay,
The bus was 473 and it would come both ways in the village, one going to Los Gigantes, one going up to Adeje and then on to Los Cristianos through the usual channels.
Mm-hmm.
And they, in their wisdom, they said, well, the 473 is going to stop coming into the village. So you can still get the 473 at the top of the road, but it's a bit of a hike. And they said, we'll extend the 471 coming from Playa Paraíso, that it'll come the last 4 stops here and then go back. But that means if you want to go the other way and you don't want to walk to the top of the hill, you've got a half-hour trek to Arminimi, and then you've got to change buses going the other way.
Yeah. Right. First of all, they are the Tenerife Island government, so not the local council.
So Tits is the
Tits
island.
is run by Cabildo.
Cabildo. Cabildo is just Tenerife, or is it?
Just Tenerife.
Okay.
Okay. So each island has a separate public transport system, and it's run. Basically, it's really annoying, but it means that I think it is reflective of, and this is my personal opinion, decisions are made in Santa Cruz, which is 2 hours away by car, and it's made by people. The reason they said they needed to do it was because for one bus driver to do a link that went all the way from Los Cristianos to Los Gigantes and then back again was too long a stretch. Like it was just too long a drive, and it was unsafe for one driver to do it. As Tim might have told you, or if you follow, there was a petition pulled together by the Vecinos de Cayo Salvaje, which is an unofficial community group, and it garnered over 1,000 signatures. And the local councillor, who was in contact with the councillor for for transport in the council, it gets complicated. If you don't live here, you don't realise the layers of bureaucracy. Anyway, they took that petition up to Titsa, who are still considering it. But in the meanwhile, Adeje has now officially surpassed 50,000 registered residents, which means that it is obliged to introduce an urban bus service.
Oh, are we officially 50,000 now?
Over 50,000 now, which means we will have an extra councillor or two the next time there's local elections as well.
Are you going to stand?
If the party that I'm a member of asked me to stand, I would consider it.
Can I vote in those as a Brit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a registered Brit, you do an agreement. After Brexit, there was an agreement with the Spanish government and the British government that if you are a registered resident with your TIE card, you do have the right to vote in local elections.
Is that any TIE card, or is that the TIE card with the Article 50 on it?
I think it's the one that means you're long-term resident, so over 5 years. I can confirm.
Oh, the permanente?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, so the council are now obliged to introduce a local urban bus service.
And that means?
So that means that it would shuttle around all the villages. It would run only within Adeje, and it would bring, it would be needed to bring people from Tijoco Alto, which is a good 25-minute drive down to the town centre if they need to go to the health centre. The plan is that when it comes into existence, it would probably be 2 buses doing a permanently, running a shuttle service all day. And already the council are talking with Titsa, who would supply the vehicles. And because what they want to do as well is make sure that it is that they're electric vehicles, so that they're environmentally friendly. So it is the discussions for the introduction of it are very advanced, and I have been told that the first places on the route would be Cayo Salvaje and Playa Paraiso, so that there would be an urban bus that you would get, which would take you straight up into Adeje town or to Arminimi to get the bus that then takes you to Los Gigantes, Los Cristianos.
But it won't go down to Los Cristianos?
No, it's only in Adeje, so it will only be in the municipality of Adeje. But it's not the perfect solution, but it's the better solution than the one we have.
What's the Spanish word for the municipality?
Municipalidad.
Municipalidad. Adeje.
But it's La Villa de Adeje, they call it.
La Villa.
Yeah. And Adeje Ayuntamiento is the council.
La Villa. And is V always pronounced with a soft B? Villa?
I say Villa. So I say, like I'd say vaso. Well, maybe I say vaso for glass. But you wouldn't say Villa de Adeje, you'd say La Villa de Adeje.
So if you've got a villa here, you don't have a beer here, no?
I have a villa, yeah. but I've a villa via the via.
So what's the difference between a villa, where I've got a villa in Marbella?
House.
It's a house, right? And what does Villa de Adeje mean?
The town hall, the town of Adeje.
So the same word for 2 different meanings?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
A bit like weather. Para mí. Ladies and gentlemen.
Around here.
Yeah, there you go.
Mira, ya está. Now, this is the owner of this excellent restaurant.
And she speaks perfect English on the telephone.
de Cuba, ¿no? ¿De qué parte?
De La Habana.
So she's from Havana in Cuba.
From Havana. Oh, I would love to go to Havana. The cars.
Beautiful Havana.
Yeah.
And she's the best
Y
restaurant
the
owner.
beach, nine.
Now the fish is fantastic. That's what we're having.
Can we see the menu so I can show the menu?
Sí.
Yeah.
Él quiere enseñar el menú
Ah,
a
sí,
la
ahora te lo
gente.
traigo.
Ah, yeah, naturally. Y la gente,
Sí.
a veces, ahora mismo, 95 personas, ahora
Y
mismo.
no sale la gente.
Sí, ahora mismo, live.
Ah,
Live.
vale.
Normalmente 1.000, 1.500
Sí.
visto las y yo hacer promoción para todo el lugar donde yo como comer o beber. Cuando alguien dice, Amelie, estoy, mi nombre, no, yeah, he visto ese en mi canal, en YouTube, yeah.
Esto
Yeah.
ha pasado en otros lugares también. So
Sí.
Tim's just explaining to her that
Porque este es para England completo.
no, solo en Nueva Zelanda,
Ah, sí.
Irlanda.
Sí, sí.
es
Todo el mundo.
internacional.
Todo internacional.
Todo el mundo, sí.
So Tim's just explaining to her how this is working, the YouTube channel. Like I say, they're not social media friendly. But she's wonderful, isn't she?
Cole just came in, give a thumbs up. Thanks, Cole. Thanks for dropping in. Sorry I missed you live last night, mate. Tuesdays, as you know, for me, Christina's a taskmaster, and she makes me do stuff. Tenerife
How do you
life.
put up with them?
This is Adam, I think. Yeah, it's Adam. Does she know where they're keeping the residency bus pass? They are. They've. I've heard they've financed it for 2025.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for instance, my kid, she has her youth bus pass, so the Hoven.
No, there's a residence bus pass.
Yeah.
But I applied for it and got it, and then I didn't
Renew it
qualify.
online. Yeah. Oh.
And so I applied. Well, I did qualify, but I reapplied for it, and they didn't give it
Si
me.
lo quieren, si lo quieren.
Gracias.
Why? But this is the Titsa bus pass for residents.
Yeah, the Tista bus pass.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know, so my daughter who's under 25 has it, and once she uses it, it's now 30 uses over 3 months.
Correct.
It's free to renew.
Yeah.
So we just renewed it online the other day, so she hasn't paid anything.
No. Well, that happened to me,
Yeah.
but then I got my car back because I didn't have a car. Then I got my car back, and so I didn't do the 10 trips a month,
Yeah. So
and it lapsed.
yeah.
It
yeah,
fell off my
exactly.
phone,
Yeah.
so I couldn't get it back. So I bought it again, and it made me re-register.
Probably.
So I re-registered, but I didn't get it.
Well, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I mean, with my daughters,
I probably won't do 10 anyway.
Station in Adeje, the Estación Costa Adeje, and they sorted it out for me. But you can't renew it online, which I didn't know, if you have not taken the amount of trips you need to
You know what happened? I actually got a card. I should have left it on my phone.
take. Yeah,
But I got a card, so maybe I got to renew the card.
yeah, because you have to re-register the card. Like, so she hadn't used it 10 times within the allotted time, and I tried to renew it on their webpage, and it wouldn't let me. And when I went down to pay for the renewal, they said because you can only do it online if you're within the amount of uses, like if you've established already
Okay.
that you've used
And you got to pay
30%.
$19.90 if otherwise, right?
15 for an under 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I'd have to pay €20, but then it's free after that.
as long as you use it
Okay.
30 times every 3 months.
Gotcha.
But I mean, one of the guys where she renews it said to her, even if you get on the bus and get off at the next bus stop, that's one of your uses.
Well, that's what I used to do. I used to get the bus here and then go over to the Rosa Centre
There,
and walk
you've
back.
used it.
And the other thing I used to do was get on here in the morning, go over to Roca Negra,
Yeah.
walk back to the Rosa Centre, and then get the bus back. So that was 2 uses.
Uses.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't have to have a lot. It doesn't specify the duration of the journey.
Chris Godfrey's on, Cole's on, Warren's on, Nikki's on, Edinburgh and beyond. How was your holiday, Edinburgh? Oh, he says here, it was amazing. I can't wait to share all my videos with all working on Sunday first video. So now much editing. Well, I can't wait to see that. He went on a Caribbean cruise. It was a belated, and Tenerife on TV's moaning again. The Hard Rock car park is a disgrace. It should be completely shut down. Very dangerous.
What car park?
I have no idea.
The hotel or?
Oh, he probably means the cafe.
Yeah.
But the Hard
there's
Rock
a car
Cafe
park.
doesn't have a car park,
And
no.
neither does the hotel.
No, none of them have car parks, mate. Unless you're talking about Cork or wherever you are. I don't know. Oh no, it was somebody else was from Cork, wasn't it?
Con is from
Con
Cork.
was from Cork. Connor was from Cork and Tenerife on TV. Did he tell us our name? Did he tell us the name?
Not that I'm aware of. But I don't know
TV.
what car park he's talking about.
Nice views behind the ladies. Question, would you escape Tenerife? Hard Rock Hotel. Lots of Americans are moving to Spain because Donald Trump becoming president.
Well, they'll have the same problem as anybody from the UK because they won't automatically have the right to come and live here unless they can pay for the golden visa.
The golden visa.
Yeah.
Or just a normal visa, will we do?
Yeah, I think. I mean,
A non-lucrative visa.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you where we are. So I'm going to get the girls off so they can have a chinwag amongst themselves. Well, they can't actually because they've still got
We can make funny faces.
you can make funny faces now. So we are at the El Rincon Criollo bar restaurants here in Casavaki. And the English menu, the prologue. The English menu is, so we've got the fried onion rings. Let me do it like this. Let me just bring this down slightly. So we've got the fried onion rings for £5. We've got padron peppers for £10, which I wouldn't have because you'd love them. But I mean, all it is yeah, pimentos de padron is just green, not even hot
Done in
green
sea
peppers
salt.
in sea salt.
Yeah, maybe that's a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
Unless they're a huge bowl of them.
It is a Russian salad, a grilled goat's cheese, a fried camembert, which is one of Chris's favourites, with blueberry sauce, which is actually cranberries, I think. Arándanos.
Arándanos, that's cranberries.
Arándanos. Grilled mushrooms and garlic mushrooms. And then we got extras here, which is mushy peas are €3. That's if you get the fish and chips. Salad, fried chips, papas fritas, Canarian potatoes, mushroom sauce, green pepper sauce, roquefort sauce, tuna salad, and chicken salad. So the two salads are £10. Everything else is $3. Now they do have a long list of fish dishes and a long list of meat dishes, and as you can probably see, they're ranging from £10 through to, I think the most expensive is the lamb chops at 20, or the mixed grill for 2 people at 40. But let me just go through the fish dishes for you very quickly, because
The menu has extended. It's grown. It's longer.
No, but I think what it is, it looks long because a lot of them's the same stuff but with a different sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got fish and chips, cod croquettes. For fish and chips is €12. Cod croquettes is 10. Peppers filled with cod, which is that sounds interesting. Peppers filled with cod, €10. Grilled fish, 12. Grilled sardines, 15. Fried squid, razor mussels, grilled razors, Galician octopus, garlic octopus, grilled king prawns, garlic king prawns in tomato sauce, whiskey sauce, brandy sauce, cocktail sauce, fried king prawns, squids in tomato sauce, mussels, clams in sauce, spaghetti with seafood, which I saw the other day, it looked really nice, goulash with king prawns. I don't know what a goulash is.
It's probably goulash mixed out.
No, goulash with king prawns. It could be goulash, I suppose.
I don't know.
Those are all €15. So all the ones from the grilled sardines all the way down to this was king prawns. Then we got the grilled cuttlefish, which is 18. The fish with sea sauce, marinara tomato sauce, $20. The fish with green parsley sauce, $20. The grilled mussels with prawns, 18. Mussels king prawn, 18. Mixed grilled seafood, €40 for 2 people.
The portions are always huge.
Yeah, mixed seafood in sauce for 2 people, €40. And the seafood paella for 2 people, €40. But I think you got to order that
In advance.
in advance. Yes.
I had a pork dish the other day, which was really, really
A
lovely.
pork fish.
Pork dish.
A pork dish. I thought it was going to put.
fish.
And what was it? Here.
Yeah, it was really good. Melted off the bone.
There you go.
Supposed to do.
So here we go. So we got the meat dishes are hamburgers with eggs, £10. Meat cannelloni, £10. Meat lasagna, croquettes, meatballs in sauce, all £10. Then you've got grilled peppers with meat. That's probably the same as the grilled peppers
Right,
with
just
cod.
take the fish out and put the meat in.
Yeah. Spaghetti with meatballs, fried chicken, garlic chicken, fried chicken in mojo, grilled chicken breast, roast chicken. That's a half a roast chicken.
Yeah,
Breaded chicken. That's what Christina had, and they came. 3 pieces came.
Yeah.
We had to take 2 home. They're all a tenner. Then we got grilled pork chops for. Is that the one you had? The pork chops?
No.
Or the barbecue ribs?
I'll put my hand up when you get there.
Okay. Grilled pork chops 12, barbecue ribs 15, barbecue chicken 12, chicken breast green pepper sauce, Roquefort sauce, mushroom sauce 12, roast pork leg
Ta-da!
15. That's a
Really nice.
a Schweinshaxe. A Schweinshaxe. Oh, they got Schweinshaxe.
And that's what seems good.
Grilled sirloin 18, sirloin steak with green pepper sauce, Roquefort and mushroom sauce. I have seen the steaks here, and they're very nice, but they're not that thick.
Okay.
So you've got to, when you're telling them how you want it, you've got to make sure
You know the thick.
that you know how thick they are, or thin they are, if you like, so that you don't overdo them. Grilled lamb chops, as I said, 20, and the mixed grill 40 for 2 people, so it's 20 a pop. The normal hamburgers with chips, cheese, and salad, $7. Hamburger chips, bacon salad, $7. Hamburger chips, bacon, cheese, and salad, $7. Hamburger chips, bacon, cheese, egg, and salad, $7. Chicken nuggets and chips, $7. And special hamburger with double meat, a tenner. So you cannot go wrong with that. You know, you have what you want. It doesn't matter what you have. It's $7. Then they got the omelettes. They got omelette, salad, and chips. Cheese omelette, salad and chips, onion omelette, salad and chips, mushroom omelette, and tuna omelette, all a tenner, no difference. And the desserts, creme caramel with syrup, €3. I'm gonna have 2 of those. Chocolate cake with syrup and ice cream, a $5. Cheesecake with syrup and ice cream, a $5. And various flavoured ice cream with syrup, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, lemon, coconut, a $5. So I am not kidding you. It's a hidden gem behind the Nebula and the Gin Bar, Eden, and we're not going to order the food online. So, but what I will do is I'll photograph everything and I'll stick it up on a post on my website, timothydowd.com, and the blog. I shall put a post on the blog, which will automatically be sent to Facebook and Instagram and all those places.
And one thing, Tim, unlike a lot of restaurants in resort areas, they don't speak English. I mean, they have very, very limited English. The menu is in lots of different languages.
Yeah, you can just point to it.
Absolutely delighted to welcome people from any country, and they will help you in any way to go through the menu. But don't expect a big chat about what the food is like in English, because they don't kind of have that side to them, if you know what I mean. They're not going to be saying, "Hello, darling, come on in, sit down," which is kind of part of the charm. Does that make sense?
It does. I'm talking about the hotel multi-storey car park. Is there a multi-storey car park?
I know that there's a car park for guests of the hotel, which is underneath the hotel. But that's the only car park that the Hard Rock has, unless they have built one in the last year or 6 months. I don't go down that way much.
We still don't know his name, but he lives in Granada. But he's a huge fan of the Tenerife.
But is he talking about the Hard Rock Hotel in Playa Paraíso? I presume he is.
I presume so, yeah. Because there is only one Hard Rock Hotel in Thingy, innit?
Yeah.
So we'll probably never know what the problem was in the disgusting multi-storey car park in the whatever it is. Craig's saying it's looked dark. In fact, we've got a nice sunset coming off it behind you, haven't we?
Oh, look at that.
GT saying it's a cracking sunset. There we go.
Yeah.
It is now 18:43, and I'm getting cold.
Yeah. Nice,
So I think what it is,
Love it.
is there anything you need to more to tell us about Adeje for Christmas?
No. I would say, first of all, I would remind people, if you're coming over at any stage up until the 6th of January, if you go on to the website in Spanish is adeje.es, and the English, if you're on Facebook, look for Adeje Town Hall. So that's the official English language Facebook page, and if you scroll down there, there'll be links to all of the things, including the full program in English.
Do you do that one, or is that,
I do that one.
You do that?
Yeah.
So it's your website.
It's my website.
So you can actually say hi Clio.
Yeah, you can.
And how do you spell Clio? CLIO?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the car. Or townhall.adeje.es. is the blog.
Okay.
And we'll have the links to all of the stuff that I do in English there.
Cool, dude.
But I mean, there's lots going on. And if you're coming over with kids and you happen to be here on the 5th, I would advise you to come up for the parade that starts at 7 or half 7. It doesn't matter that they might or might not know what's going on with the Kings. It's just a riot of colour and fun and sweets being thrown from the main King floats at kids, but they're soft sweets so nobody gets hurt. And all the restaurants along the main street are open and you can sit there and you can have a drink, you can have something to eat and watch this fun parade go all the way up the main street from about half 7 to about half 9 on the 5th of January. And that's it. Then I shut up.
Thank you very much. And Denise is on, Denise Pearson from the north. And she was saying there's a guy called Lorenzo, does his house up in Tacoronte, inside and out with Christmas lights for charity.
Oh, nice.
How does he earn money for charity? Do you go and give him a donation or
Does
something?
he charge people to go into the house and then goes to charity or something?
Alan Homemade Vlogs is on. Can't believe the stop the show. What? What's happened there? I'm missing it. Dallas, that sounds cool. Watch the TV show. Okay, it was something else. It wasn't our show. I don't know what's going on there. Nikki, hi Michael. Glad you enjoyed the time. Not long back from Dallas. Okay.
Okay.
Was working, not quite the same, but still quite nice. Looking forward to your vlogs. Cool, dude. Residency Pass, we did that one. Cole, we did that one. Right, I'm going to go back down to the bottom here, see if there's anything else.
Okay.
Nikki, got to be honest, the lady is kind of hot, says Gus. Is that my wife or my neighbour or me? That's no lady, that's my wife.
That ain't no lady. Da-da-dum.
There you go, Gus is a big fan.
There you go. I
There
got
you
my first online fan.
You got your first online fan. Are you available?
No. But I'll take the compliment.
There you go, Sarah Childs, Gus Waltz did that one. Nikki, Trisha, happy Christmas, says Adam. Happy Christmas to you, my friend. He's deaf and dumb, so he's reading the things.
The comments.
Yeah. So in the CC down the bottom, CC. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Adam. I hope to see you next year. Woogly squiggly woggly woogly boo. So I don't know what's going to write there, but I'm crazy.
Happy Christmas.
So we're going to go on order now. Yes, it's donations, Tim. The guy lets you go into his house.
Excellent.
And he's been on Spanish TV.
Nice one.
Okay.
Right, there's an idea for next year, Tim.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll say you can come in and clean the kitchen, right, and then leave a donation on the way out.
You know, we should tell Spanish television about your channel, like Canarian television.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, let me know.
Let me get the tax situation in the Canary Islands sorted first.
One of the cameramen lives in the village.
Oh, does he? The cameraman lives in the village on the Canarian TV.
One of the TV Canarias news cameramen.
Oh, am I going to have to speak Canarian? You just heard me panicking talking to Amarilli. I'm usually pretty good when I know what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm for.
I know. Andrew, YouTube, The Night Strider, is in New York. Cool dude. Oh,
Be
no.
careful of random shooters, man.
Yeah, but no, that's Lee's gone over to New York as well.
What's happening?
Does Clio know anything about the 90s festival yet, says Sarah?
Is that in the Hard Rock Hotel?
I think it is, yeah.
No. The best thing would be, because they do their Children of the 80s is maybe, is the Children of the 80s or is the 90s festival something else?
No, I think they might have gone on. The
They've
80s was
moved up a
80s.
decade.
They've moved up a decade, yeah.
If it's the Hard Rock Hotel, I would go onto their website. They've quite a good website.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the 90s festival, but it might be something else.
And North Tenerife man Steve's doing a video on the 20th of December.
Okay.
Before we go, just a quick question: did you hear anything about the residence permit, Steve? Is that still an ongoing thing? And for the rest of you guys, I was saying happy Christmas to Adam. Nikki saying hi, Alan. Going to Madeira and Barcelona for Christmas. Oh, very nice. We're going to stay home aren't we, kid?
Yep.
Because we're stay-ins, and I'm just going to do I'm going to do a Christmas dinner this year. Do you want a Christmas dinner this year? And should we invite Donna? Yeah, we're going to invite Donna because Jeff unfortunately succumbed to his cancer.
Did he?
And is no longer with us. But Donna's been sort of okay.
Good.
So that's not too bad. We always look after her.
I'll be back for the afters. I'm only going over to Ireland for a few days.
And when are you coming back?
Just a couple of days after I go. Like not even a week there.
All right. Are you back for Christmas Day? No.
No, but I'm here for New Year's and everything.
Okay.
It's just
So maybe we can have a glass of wine on the thing.
should.
And not only that, but Balcony Banter's Monday now. So you might have more chance to come over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
It's just I've been going over to Dublin about once a month at the moment, and which is kind of nice, but just short little trips.
Do you get cheap flights to like ones in Britain, 15 euros or something like that, or is it?
I keep an eye on them. It depends. Christmas is always great to fly to Ireland
Yeah.
because there's empty planes going back. But then to try and get back here when you've got hordes of people who want to spend New Year's Eve here, God bless them, it's a bit more expensive. But it's worth it to see the family, and obviously now I have family here as well, so I'm torn
Between two families.
between two islands, really.
Feeling like a fool.
Like when I retire in a few years, I will just flip between the two islands.
I'm actually picking Webby up on Thursday. He's in Britain at the moment, and I'm picking him up tomorrow. Did I tell you?
No.
I'm picking him up tomorrow afternoon. He's going to fly in about 6, I think, so I'm just going to pick him up and bring him home.
You doing airport runs down to him? Might need you.
I don't do paid ones. I'm not a taxi,
Good, yeah, neither am I.
but I'll take anybody who's a mate.
All right, well, we will talk when we're off air, because I need a lift.
Yeah, and then I'll charge you bastard.
And you made me come on the show for free.
For free. No, we're going to get you dinner.
Good, well, that'll do nicely. Bit of fish and chips,
Yeah, and a bottle of wine.
each.
No. Between you two.
No, I'm working tomorrow. I'll definitely have a glass, though. A glina, as they say, as Gaeilge.
Right, everybody. So you've been watching. Turned it off before Meetup Monday came up there. So you've been watching Midweek Meetup. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us. I would like to lovely thank our guest Clio.
Hi there.
And we're going to stay for a glass of wine and fish and chips, which I'm going to photograph and put up on my website, which is timothydowd.com. And you go to the blog and you should see it, but it also automatically sticks it out on Facebook. I got a Facebook page called Living with MS in Tenerife, and I got an Instagram account called Living with MS Tenerife. So go and check those out. On Friday's Freaky Friday, Webby's back, so we're going to be there. I think we're going to have a couple of guests as well. So nobody's registered officially yet, but I think Johnny's going to come, Johnny Vlogger, and Denise, and maybe a couple of others. Next Monday, Balcony Banter, and next Wednesday again here for Meetup, and we might be having the green team, Alan and Michelle. They haven't confirmed yet, but we've talked about it, so we'll see what happens there. If you're on the island, you want to come and say hello, you can go walk Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday around about 9 o'clock anywhere. The 19th is my next walk with somebody else, and so we've got plenty of dates. Just go to timothydowd.com/events and check out the availability there of a walk. And on Monday, you want to come in, go to timothydowd.com/live and join in live with your phone, tablet, or PC, or Mac, of course. Right, we're going now. So food is calling, so let's do the outro, which I've also changed. I'm pretty good, you know. I was working very hard today.
Fancy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn off the thing there, and I'm going to do
Oh,
this.
that's the Tuesday job, is it?
Well, like to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. Don't forget to join us live on Monday night at Balcony Banter. That is Christina and I on the balcony, sometimes a guest, sometimes not. We're chit-chatting about things that we do here online and also get your questions. And if you want to join in, you can actually come. Midweek Meetup is now on Wednesdays at the Rincon Criollo. We're going to be sat out in the cold for the beginning, so bring your cardigan, but then we go in for something to eat afterwards, and that menu that I just showed you is all year round. It's not just a special. And thanks for watching. Don't forget, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:55 and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday around about 9 o'clock for a walk. Please, if you want to come and do timothydowd.com/events to book a walk, it costs you nothing unless you want to buy me a coffee, of course. So don't forget, they can't hear the music, but I can. I'm going to turn the music up now. Freaky Friday is the next show, apart from the walk tomorrow morning. We'll see you. Wouldn't want to be you.